Reds up.
3 down. Hey.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Justin Evans. The Bears and Bucs, you might recall, met in Tampa week 2 of last year, which was actually the first game for the Buccaneers after Hurricane Irma washed out their opener with Miami. And it was the Bucs who beat Mike Glennon in that game 26-9. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Blue.
They go play action. Trubisky. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Blue.
Hey. We got three.
Off the toss, Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nowhere. Shut down.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Reds up. Hurry.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
That's it. Hey, let's feed him. Let's go. Yeah, D.
Let's go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Reds up. Hey, gotta go.
It's a party now.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
You got motion, man. You got motion.
And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, D.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This is Cohen on the toss. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Good hit.
Blue.
58's the mic. 58.
This is Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Reds up.
Safe.
180.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll start the drive at the 20.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston now goes underneath for Sproles. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Come on. Sunday. Let him go.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Get out. Oh, easy.
Let's go now. Let's go. Come on. Sunday.
3 down.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Anything moves, we hit it. That's how we do, baby. Always rolling.
Let's go now. Sonic. Sonic.
Single. Check three.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hey.
Kill.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Inflatable items are prohibited here at the stadium.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go.
3 down.
That.
To throw, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That one goes for 24 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Sproles. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darren Sproles, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Red's up.
58's the mark.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Run. Better drop something else, baby.
Let's go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky.
In your face.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey.
Red's up.
58's the mic, 58's the mic.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vinny Curry. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
You see me?
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it with Sproles. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run with Clement, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go now.
Tight end left.
Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got the...
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
This is Clement. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now Cairo Santos, who was briefly a member of the Bears, on for the field goal try. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Jam him.
We're go. Let's go. Hey, 18.
58's Mike.
Red's up. Blue.
58's the
Red's up.
58's the
Blue.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, let's go. Red's up.
Watch tight end.
We're go, let's go.
We got three down.
Blue.
Rush it.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Go.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Red's up. Blue.
Coming in.
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jets out to the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Strong right.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
9-yard gain on the play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
Let's convert.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's get it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Tight as Ringo.
Easy.
Sproles. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The safety, Calvin Pryor, is there on the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Sonic.
Hey, guys, check me out.
Now a second down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. A dump off to Sproles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on. Sunday.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Run. Woo, baby. Get him, boy.
Hey, let's go. Sonic.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Boys hot.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
You don't want it.
Let's keep bringing
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue, ready.
Now Winston.
Crash.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of them.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
180.
Check four.
Red's up. Red's up.
So that one will be accepted.
Red's up.
Tight end right.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sit up. 180. We got 3. Lock in, lock in.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Red, up.
Got 3 down.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yo, Trippy is here, baby. Yo, Trippy is here.
Stop by the souvenir shop on the lower level following the game. The Tiger Drive.
Hey, 18.
Watch tight end.
Red, up. Sit up. 180.
3 down.
Blue.
Watch number 29.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
3 down. Check.
There you go. We got. You see it.
Alert 3.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Hey, 18.
Watch tight end. We got 3 down.
Sit up. 180.
58. Right.
Red, up.
Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
Red, up.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Red, up.
Strong right.
Sit up. 180. Blue, blue. Red, red's up.
58's Mike.
Red, red's up.
On second down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 25. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They try again with Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Hurry, hurry. Red, red's up.
Switch gears. Check.
Now Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Blue, blue.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up.
Lock in, lock in.
Alert, flare, alert.
Red, red's up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
Baby, yeah!
The catch is made for a
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Easy. Hey. Watch for the foul, Scott.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, let's go.
Tight left. Out. 3 down.
Toss play to Sproles. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Easy. Hey. Watch for the foul, Scott.
And once again, they go with Sproles. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
A run, it's Clement. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something when you crowd the line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? But maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Blue.
Check.
Red's up. Red's up. Red's up.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Parkey adds the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to